Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Хватит, да зачем? Что случилось там?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an
Блять, ты просто решил поорать, да?
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Тимараков.
Чё, прям настолько Тимараков?
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored.
Начало множественное.
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided...
Меня тут поджидали, они знали, что где я сижу. Пидорасы.
And a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Как я понимаю, мы все сможем поиграть, в принципе, нормально.
Немного все-таки плоховато интернет. Подлагивает.
Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Интересно, куда этот шакал ушел?
Дрочить. К бабке своей ебаной.
Наверняка. Уёбок, блять. Пошел бабку трахать.
Самуэль, 28 годиков.
Ой, блять, иди нахуй, Самуэль, не упоминай мне про него. Блять, Мэнул Сэмэл, я не буду ее проходить, это пиздец. Это не игра, а пиздец. К тому же с таким криворуким, как ты, играть, хотя и со мной, блять. Мы не можем, блядь, с друг другом нормально разговаривать. Как мы игру должны проходить, которую одному невозможно пройти? Мы когда мы вдвоем играем. Да иди ты на...
Truly a room worth admiring, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Да что он взял, вышел мне в лицо, просто дал.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Не, у нас команда просто идиотов.
No, it's to the right, my mistake.
Никто ни хера сделать не может.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on?
Я такой ощущение, как со Степой играю. Потому что там у всех из моей команды стоят глушители.
Блядь, идиоты. Он заебал, блядь, глушитель. Он даже, блядь, на пулемета. Он на пулемета IQ даже ставит глушитель, он заебет.
Пойду кикну тебя из группы.
Зачем?
И нахер ты стримишь? Стэнли Пэрбл.
Ай, просто так.
Да
почти что не так тебе? Что хочу и делаю. Ладно, выключи, если тебе так не вец.